Welcome to Fusion Ha, your peaceful space for calm storytelling and gentle journeys through history. If you enjoy this quiet, soothing content, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you won't miss any new relaxing stories. If this story brings you peace and calm, please give it a like. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to create more content just like this for you. Also, be sure to check out the Fusion Ha playlist for more gentle history stories perfect for unwinding, meditation, or falling asleep peacefully. The link is in the description below. Now find a comfortable position. Take a slow, deep breath in and gently let it out. Feel your body beginning to relax with every breath. Release tension from your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. Breathe in calm. Breathe out any distractions or worries. Let your body sink comfortably into your chair or bed. Supported and safe. Close your eyes softly if you wish. Imagine yourself stepping into a serene, timeless place, a place filled with warmth, soft candlelight, and the gentle hush of old pages turning. You are entering one of the secret libraries of Renaissance Europe. Picture towering wooden shelves lined with dusty books bound in soft leather. Each book holds stories, knowledge, and wisdom gathered over centuries. Feel the quiet reverence of this place, the faint scent of parchment and wax, the cool touch of stone walls. Hear the soft shuffle of robes, the turning of pages, the distant echo of quiet footsteps on ancient floors. This library has stood through the flow of history. Within these walls, monks and scholars move with calm purpose, their faces serene, eyes focused, minds alive with curiosity and care. By candlelight, they copy manuscripts, translate texts, and unlock secrets hidden in delicate script. Every letter formed, every page turned, is a thread in the great tapestry of human knowledge. Feel the peaceful energy here, the slow rhythm of study and reflection, the steady glow of candle flames, casting dancing shadows, the soft scratch of quills on parchment, the gentle unfolding of wisdom. Preserved and protected. Outside, the world rushes by, but here time slows. Minutes stretch into hours, days into weeks. This sanctuary of silence holds the heartbeat of history. Let the calm of this secret place fill you now. Let your thoughts grow quiet. Let your body relax deeper. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly. Imagine the soft flicker of candlelight, the gentle weight of a heavy book in your hands, the cool texture of worn pages beneath your fingertips. You are surrounded by centuries of human thought. By hopes and dreams inked on fragile leaves. By the steady care of those who kept the flame of knowledge alive. In this stillness, find your calm. Feel your mind settle like a peaceful lake. Your heart beats steady and slow. You are safe. You are calm. You are ready to journey deeper into this quiet world. The story of the secret libraries of Renaissance Europe will begin soon. Stay here in this calm space. Let the centuries of wisdom lull you into rest. When you're ready, open your mind and let the story carry you gently to sleep. The night is deep and still, wrapping the world in quiet shadows. Your breath slows naturally, becoming soft and steady, as you step gently through time and space to a place of quiet wonder, a secret library nestled in the heart of Renaissance Europe. Imagine a tall stone building, hidden away down narrow, winding streets of a bustling city long ago. Its heavy wooden doors are worn but strong, opening silently to reveal a cool, dim interior lit by the soft flicker of countless candles. The air is thick with the scent of old parchment and beeswax, warm and comforting inside towering shelves, stretched toward high vaulted ceilings, each packed tightly with ancient books bound in soft, cracked leather. Scrolls of delicate vellum rest carefully in carved wooden boxes. Dust motes drift lazily through shafts of golden light from stained glass windows, casting colored patterns on polished wooden tables and smooth stone floors. This is a sanctuary of knowledge, a place where centuries of wisdom are kept safe by monks and scholars who move with quiet purpose and reverence. You walk slowly down the narrow aisles, fingertips brushing softly against the spines of countless manuscripts. Each volume holds stories of forgotten lands, discoveries, and philosophies that once shaped the minds of kings and thinkers. The pages are fragile, yellowed by time, but still filled with inked words and hand-painted illustrations that come alive beneath your gaze. Hear the soft rustling of parchment as a scholar turns a page with care. The gentle scratch of a quill dips into ink and dances over vellum, copying texts to preserve them for future generations. The low murmur of whispered Latin fills the air, a chant of devotion to learning and truth. At a heavy oak desk sits a monk, robes falling gently as he leans over his work. His eyes are calm, focused on a manuscript illuminated with gold leaf and vibrant colors, a testament to the artistry and patience poured into these pages. Each letter is drawn with delicate precision, each word a thread weaving knowledge through time. Beyond this quiet chamber lies a small room lined with shelves of ancient scrolls, texts on medicine, astronomy, mathematics, and art. Some scrolls are worn with use, others carefully sealed with wax and hidden away for safekeeping. This treasure trove holds secrets from distant lands, Greek philosophers, Arabic scholars, Roman historians, all brought together by these devoted guardians of knowledge. Imagine the flicker of candlelight on the faces of these scholars, the soft shuffle of feet on stone, the hush that blankets the room like a gentle cloak. Outside these walls, the world rushes by markets bustle, armies march, and kings decree. But here, time slows, measured by the turning of pages and the slow burning of candles. Feel the calm settling over you now as you breathe deeply in this sacred place. Let your mind soften, your thoughts drift like gentle smoke rising from a candle's flame. You are safe here. You are calm. You are a part of this long tradition, a quiet witness to the preservation of human wisdom. With each breath, sink deeper into this peaceful world, ready to explore the mysteries and stories held within these secret libraries of Renaissance Europe. The air inside the ancient library is cool and still, carrying the faint scent of parchment, beeswax, and old wood. As you walk deeper into this sacred space, your footsteps soften on thick rugs that muffle your presence, allowing the quiet hum of knowledge to embrace you. Rows upon rows of towering bookshelves stretch into the dim light. Bound manuscripts, some centuries old, stand shoulder to shoulder, their leather covers cracked with age, their pages fragile, yet filled with wisdom. The golden glow from flickering candles casts dancing shadows, revealing glimpses of ornate calligraphy and delicate illustrations on the pages. Imagine yourself running your fingers along the spines of these treasured volumes. Each one is a portal to another time, a repository of ideas and discoveries from ages past. You feel the weight of history pressing gently against your fingertips, a silent invitation to explore the knowledge within. In the corner, a monk sits. Beneath a stained glass window, sunlight filtering through colored glass and painting his robes in hues of crimson, emerald, and sapphire. His eyes are fixed on the manuscript before him. With a quill dipped in rich black ink, he copies each word meticulously, preserving the sacred texts for future generations. His breath is slow and steady, his movements deliberate and careful. Nearby, another scholar pores over an ancient map, tracing the routes of explorers and merchants. The map's edges are worn and frayed, but its details remain vivid: mountain ranges, rivers, cities, and distant lands marked with faded Latin inscriptions. This map is more than a piece of parchment. It is a key to the mysteries of the world, connecting continents and cultures through lines drawn by curious minds. The soft murmur of voices, whispered conversations in Latin and Italian, fill the air. Scholars debate philosophy, science, and art with quiet passion. Their words ripple gently through the library's vaulted halls like a slow river, carrying ideas onward. The architecture around you is majestic yet intimate. Stone columns rise to meet vaulted ceilings adorned with frescoes of celestial beings and allegories of knowledge. The walls are lined with intricate carvings, symbols of wisdom, learning, and enlightenment. These stones have witnessed centuries of dedication, of minds reaching beyond the known into the realm of possibility. As you settle at a heavy oak table, you open a manuscript illuminated with gold leaf. The pages are thick and soft, alive with the artistry of monks who spent years painting delicate borders of flowers, stars, and mythical creatures. You trace the elegant letters, written in a script that is both precise and flowing, each word carrying the weight of reverence and care. You become aware of the gentle rhythm that governs this place. Time moves not in haste, but in patient cycles measured by the turning of pages, the burning of candles, and the slow unfolding of knowledge. Here, discoveries are not hurried, they are nurtured, contemplated, and shared. Imagine the stories held in this library: texts on astronomy revealing the movements of planets and stars, treatises on medicine describing healing herbs and remedies, philosophical dialogues that explore the nature of existence, and treatises on art and architecture, detailing the beauty of proportion and form. Feel the calm and the quiet excitement of discovery. Each manuscript you open is a dialogue with the past, a conversation with those who came before, whose minds and spirits reached across time to leave their mark. Outside, the world changes, wars are fought, empires rise and fall. New ideas challenge the old, but inside this sanctuary, the preservation of knowledge continues unbroken. The monks and scholars guard these treasures not only with care, but with a deep sense of purpose. They understand that the wisdom contained here is a light against the darkness of ignorance and forgetfulness. As you breathe deeply, you feel your thoughts growing still, your body relaxing more deeply. The quiet of the library seeps into your bones, soothing your mind like the soft turning of a page. Imagine yourself walking slowly through the aisles once more, pausing to examine a tome on alchemy, its pages filled with mysterious symbols and diagrams. You see delicate sketches of plants and minerals, formulas for transformation, and notes penned in the margins by curious hands. Nearby, an ancient musical manuscript rests on a stand. Its notes, penned centuries ago, invite you to hear the haunting melodies of a time long past. You imagine the gentle strains of lute and harpsichord filling the air, weaving through the silence like a tender song. Feel the soft touch of the vellum beneath your fingers as you carefully turn the page. Each leaf holds secrets waiting to be uncovered, wisdom patiently preserved. The hours stretch gently, measured by the light of the candles and the slow progress of your journey through this realm of knowledge. Outside, night deepens, but here the light of learning burns steady and bright. As your breathing deepens, you feel a profound connection to the scholars who dedicated their lives to these texts, to the artists and scribes who labored over every word and illustration, and to the timeless pursuit of understanding that transcends centuries. Let the calm and quiet of the secret Renaissance library carry you now into restful peace. Allow yourself to be cradled by this sanctuary of wisdom, soothed by the gentle rustle of pages and the steady heartbeat of discovery. As you drift softly towards sleep, know that the knowledge preserved here continues to live and breathe through you. The secrets of the past are carried forward on your dreams, lighting your mind with a gentle glow of curiosity and wonder. Rest now, embraced by the quiet strength of history, and let the story continue in your dreams. The quiet hum of the library surrounds you like a gentle breeze, soft and steady, as you continue to wander its winding aisles. Your breath deepens, matching the slow rhythm of turning pages and whispered study. You feel yourself sinking further into calm, carried by the stories that echo through these hallowed halls. As you move deeper into this sacred place, you come upon a small chamber where the light is warmer, glowing golden from a dozen flickering candles. The walls here are lined with shelves filled not just with books, but with scrolls and parchment bundles carefully tied with ribbons. These fragile treasures hold knowledge so delicate that only the most devoted hands dare to touch them. A monk sits by a heavy wooden desk, his face serene and illuminated by candlelight. Before him lies a manuscript that he copies with meticulous care. His quill moves slowly, each stroke deliberate, as he preserves a text passed down from distant lands. The script is flowing and elegant, written in Latin with marginal notes in a softer hand. You watch as the letters take shape, a living connection between past and present. The atmosphere here is one of reverence and devotion. The monks understand that their work is not merely copying words, but guarding a flame of wisdom that must never be extinguished. They labor through days and nights with patience and humility to ensure that the knowledge survives the tides of history. Nearby, a scholar pores over a thick volume, its pages dense with astrological charts and diagrams. His brow is furrowed in concentration as he studies the movements of the planets, seeking to understand the heavens and their influence on earthly events. This pursuit of knowledge bridges science and spirituality, weaving a tapestry of thought. That was revolutionary in its time. You feel a quiet eye at the depth of learning held within these walls. Here, ideas from Greece, Rome, and the Arab world converge, translated and expanded by minds hungry for understanding. The Renaissance was a time of awakening, And these secret libraries were the heart of that rebirth. Moving on, you glimpse a room where delicate music manuscripts rest open on a stand. The notes and lyrics, written centuries ago, invite you to imagine the sounds that once filled great halls and quiet chapels. The music is a gentle whisper across time, a song that soothes and uplifts, preserved in fragile ink and vellum.asu. Walk past the shelves. You notice the meticulous care with which these books are maintained. Leather bindings are polished. Fragile pages are handled with soft cotton gloves. Each book is a living artifact, a testament to human endeavor and reverence. In the far corner, you find a desk strewn with maps and charts. The cartographers. Art brings distant lands to life with careful lines and colors. You imagine explorers navigating unknown seas using these charts, guided by the knowledge preserved here. The library is not just a repository of the past, it is a beacon lighting the way to the future. Feel the stillness settling deeper within you. The gentle crackle of candle flames, the soft rustle of pages turning, the faint scratch of quills all create a soundscape of peaceful contemplation. You become aware of the cool stone beneath your fingertips as you lean on a polished table. The subtle scent of beeswax and old paper filling your lungs. Your thoughts grow quiet, your body heavier and more relaxed. This place is a sanctuary for the mind and spirit, a refuge where the restless world fades away, leaving only calm and wisdom. As you breathe slowly and deeply, you feel the slow passage of time here, marked not by clocks, but by the ebb and flow of knowledge. You're part of a lineage of seekers, connected across centuries by the shared desire to understand and preserve. Imagine the countless hands that have held these books, the monks who copied them by candlelight, the scholars who debated there, meaning the artists who illuminated their pages with gold and color. Feel the warmth of this human connection, spanning generations and borders. Let the calm of this secret library enfold you like a gentle embrace, soothing your mind and body. Your eyelids grow heavy, and your breathing deepens further. Allow yourself to drift toward sleep, carried by the steady rhythm of ancient wisdom and quiet discovery. The story of the secret libraries continues, soft and unending. In the peaceful space between waking and dreaming, the stillness of the library envelops you like a soft mist, quiet and embracing. Your breath deepens naturally as you move gently through the dimly lit halls, where time seems to pause, folded softly between the pages of centuries-old books. Each step takes you farther into the heart of this sanctuary of knowledge, where whispered secrets and thoughtful minds dwell. You find yourself standing before a massive oak door, its surface carved with intricate patterns of vines and star symbols, of growth and enlightenment. With a gentle push, the door creaks open, revealing a private chamber reserved for the rarest of texts. The air here feels cooler, tinged with the scent of aged leather and the faintest trace of incense. Inside, a solitary scholar bends over a delicate manuscript, his brow furrowed in concentration. The parchment is thin and fragile, filled with arcane diagrams and Latin script that tells of alchemical experiments and early scientific discoveries. Candlelight flickers, casting warm shadows that dance across the scholar's focused face. Imagine the patience required to work here, each word studied, each symbol copied with reverence. This is not mere transcription, but a meditation, a sacred act of preservation. The knowledge within these fragile pages represents centuries of human curiosity, the slow unraveling of mysteries that shape our understanding of the world. You notice. Nearby, a cabinet filled with glass vessels, phials, jars, and beakers, some stained with faint remnants of herbs and powders used in early medicines. These tools, simple yet profound, mark the beginnings of healing arts, where observation and experimentation began to give shape to remedies and cures. Feel the hush of reverence in this room, the quiet dedication of those who sought to ease suffering and extend life. Each discovery, no matter how small, was a beacon of hope and progress. As you leave this chamber, the soft murmur of voices drifts from an adjacent room, a gathering of scholars engaged in gentle debate. They discuss philosophy, astronomy, and the nature of the soul, their words weaving a tapestry of ideas that fuel the Renaissance spirit of inquiry. Their tones are calm and measured, voices blending into a soothing hum that fills the stone hallways. Here, knowledge is not a weapon, but a light shared generously among seekers. You pass by shelves laden with works of art, illuminated manuscripts bursting with color, maps decorated with mythical creatures, and finely penned treatises on geometry and music. Each piece is a testament to the Renaissance ideal that beauty and knowledge are intertwined. Imagine the hands that painted these images, the brushstrokes guided by devotion, the colors chosen with care to reflect both earthly and divine truths. Your journey leads you to a window where moonlight streams softly through stained glass, painting the floor in hues of sapphire, emerald, and amber. Outside, the city sleeps, but inside this library, the light of human thought burns steadily on. Feel the quiet peace of this moment, the gentle balance of shadow and illumination, knowledge and mystery. Allow yourself to sink deeper into relaxation. Carried by the slow rhythm of candlelight flickering and pages turning, let your mind rest in this place of timeless wisdom, where centuries of quiet study and care have preserved the light of understanding. As you breathe slowly and deeply, you are cradled by the steady flow of history, gently carried toward peaceful sleep. The secret libraries of Renaissance Europe hold their stories close, waiting to be discovered anew in your dreams. The gentle hush of the library surrounds you like a soft, protective veil. Your breath flows slow and steady, matching the rhythm of the flickering candle flames that cast warm, dancing shadows on ancient stone walls. You continue your quiet journey through this sanctuary of knowledge, where every book and manuscript holds the careful whispers of centuries past. As you wander down the narrow aisles, your eyes rest upon a heavy tome lying open on a lectern. The pages are filled with elegant script and detailed illustrations, stars charted in meticulous patterns, plants sketched with delicate precision, and geometric shapes that reveal the secrets of the universe. This is a book of astronomy and natural philosophy, a gateway to the Renaissance understanding of the cosmos and the natural world. Imagine the scholar who first translated these words, carefully interpreting ancient texts and adding new insights born of observation and wonder. His work was an act of love, preserving and expanding humanity's grasp of the heavens. Nearby, you discover a collection of early scientific instruments, astrolabes, compasses, and simple telescopes resting on velvet cushions within a glass case. Each tool is a marvel of craftsmanship, designed to unlock the mysteries of navigation, and the stars. These inventions guided explorers across uncharted seas and helped expand the boundaries of the known world. Feel the quiet excitement of discovery that fills this room, the anticipation that knowledge will lead to new horizons, both literal and metaphorical. In a secluded corner, a monk gently cleanses a fragile manuscript with a soft brush, removing centuries of dust. The pages beneath reveal a medieval herbal, filled with detailed drawings of plants and notes on their healing properties. This work is a testament to the early roots of medicine, where observation and nature's bounty combined to bring hope. And healing, imagine the careful hands that compiled these remedies, the quiet devotion to preserving wisdom for those who would come after. You pass by shelves lined with philosophical treatises, religious texts, and works on art and poetry. Each volume carries the imprint of minds who sought to understand human nature, morality, and beauty. The Renaissance was a time of rebirth, not just in art and science, but in the very way people thought about themselves and their place in the world. Feel the depth of reflection that fills this place, the meeting of faith and reason, imagination, and inquiry. The library's vaulted ceilings rise above you, their arches echoing with centuries of silent contemplation. You notice frescoes painted long ago, depicting scholars and muses, symbols of wisdom and inspiration. These images remind you that knowledge is a living thing, nourished by creativity and devotion. You settle into a quiet nook by a window where soft moonlight filters through stained glass, bathing the room in gentle color. The world outside sleeps, but inside this sacred space, the flame of learning burns brightly. Feel yourself relax deeper as your mind absorbs the calm energy here, the steady turning of pages, the soft scratching of quills, the whisper of ideas traveling across time. With each breath, your thoughts slow. Your body feels heavier, more at ease. You are safe here, surrounded by the silent guardians of knowledge. As your eyes close gently, imagine the countless hands that have touched these pages, the lives devoted to preserving the light of understanding. Allow the quiet wisdom of the secret libraries to carry you softly into sleep. Wrapped in the calm embrace of history and discovery, the story continues in the peaceful space between wakefulness and dreams, where knowledge and imagination meet. The quiet sanctuary of the library cradles you, its stillness wrapping around your mind like a soft blanket. Your breath is deep and steady, carrying you ever deeper into calm. The gentle flicker of candlelight paints the walls with dancing shadows, and the faint scent of parchment and beeswax soothes your senses. As you continue your slow journey through this timeless place, you come upon a chamber filled with maps and charts, ancient windows onto the world. Each map is a masterpiece of delicate lines and muted colors, showing coastlines, rivers, and distant lands known only to a few. These maps represent the great age of exploration, when brave sailors set forth guided by knowledge preserved here. Imagine the hands that drew these maps with care and precision, the minds that studied the stars and tides to unlock new paths. Across the seas, feel the quiet thrill of discovery, the promise of adventure whispered in these faded inks. Nearby, shelves hold manuscripts on art and philosophy. The pages are filled with sketches of human figures, studies of anatomy, and meditations on beauty and form. The Renaissance was a time when science and art intertwined, revealing the world in new and wondrous ways. Imagine the artists and thinkers who brought these pages to life, whose curiosity and creativity pushed the boundaries of what was known. Their legacy is a gift that still inspires wonder and reflection. In another corner, you notice a collection of early musical scores, delicate sheets of parchment inscribed with notes and lyrics. Music was a vital part of Renaissance culture, and these manuscripts carry the melodies that once filled grand halls and quiet chapels. Imagine the sound of lutes and harpsichords, the gentle rise and fall of voices singing these ancient songs. Let the music float softly through your mind, a soothing lullaby across centuries. As you walk through the library's halls, you encounter monks carefully restoring old texts. Their work is slow and painstaking, each page clean, mended, and preserved with tender care. They understand that each book is fragile but precious, a vessel of human knowledge and spirit. Feel the reverence in their movements, the patience and devotion that breathe life into these manuscripts. Once more, the architecture itself is a testament to human creativity. Arched ceilings painted with intricate designs, stone columns carved with symbols of wisdom, and stained glass windows that fill the space with colorful light. Every detail reflects a harmony between beauty and function. Much like the knowledge housed within these walls, you find a quiet nook by a window where moonlight streams in softly. The world outside is silent, but here the flame of learning burns gently. You settle into the calm, letting the peace of this secret library wash over you. Feel your muscles soften, your mind slow, as you breathe deeply. The steady rhythm of turning pages and soft whispers blends with your own heartbeat, guiding you toward restful sleep. You are surrounded by centuries of care, curiosity, and quiet dedication. As your eyelids grow heavy, let the gentle wisdom of the secret libraries cradle you in calm. Drift softly into dreams, carried by the timeless light of knowledge and wonder. The night deepens with a serene calm, the kind that folds gently around you, like a soft blanket woven from shadows and silence. Your breath slows and deepens, flowing steady and free, as you move further into this ancient sanctuary of knowledge, a place where time stretches endlessly, cradled by the wisdom of centuries. Picture yourself walking softly through a long corridor, lined with oak shelves, their surfaces polished smooth by centuries of hands. Each shelf bears the weight of countless volumes, manuscripts bound in leather, their spines cracked but proud, vellum scrolls rolled tight, and folios illuminated with golden ink. The scent of aged paper, beeswax, and polished wood fills the air, warm and comforting. The faint glow of candles flickers throughout the room, casting soft light and gentle shadows that dance like whispered secrets. The air is cool and still, the quiet broken only by the soft rustling of pages and the distant scratch of quills on parchment. You pause before a grand reading table, where an elderly monk sits in thoughtful study. His hands move slowly and deliberately, copying a manuscript with a quill, every stroke an act of devotion. The candlelight reveals lines of text in flowing Latin script, bordered by delicate floral designs and miniature illustrations. The illumination shimmers faintly, a treasure of artistry and care. Imagine the years he has spent perfecting his craft, each letter written not merely to record, but to preserve the essence of knowledge through time. His work is a bridge between past and future, a silent promise that the wisdom of ages will not be lost. Nearby, a scholar pores over an enormous tome of philosophical writings, its pages thick and worn from countless readings. His eyes are steady and bright with curiosity, tracing arguments and reflections penned by thinkers who lived long ago. The gentle murmur of his voice as he reads softly echoes, a quiet song of inquiry and wonder. Feel the stillness in the room, the reverence for knowledge that transforms these walls into a living sanctuary. Here, learning is not a race but a slow, patient unfolding of meditation on the mysteries of the world and the human spirit. As you continue your journey through the library, you come upon a chamber dedicated to the sciences. Tables are scattered, with delicate instruments, astrolabes, compasses, early telescopes, all tools crafted with care and ingenuity. Charts and diagrams adorn the walls, mapping the movements of stars, the phases of the moon, and the secrets of the natural world. Imagine the excitement of those early scholars, their eyes lifted to the heavens, searching for patterns and meaning. Their discoveries laid the foundation for centuries of exploration and understanding, illuminating the darkness with the light of reason. Among the shelves, you find a collection of manuscripts on medicine and healing. Detailed illustrations depict plants and herbs, their shapes and colors captured with astonishing precision. Notes in the margins speak of remedies and treatments, a testament to the merging of observation, experience, and hope. Feel the quiet compassion that inspired these texts, the dedication to alleviating suffering and preserving life. Each word is a gift, passed down through generations of healers and seekers. In another corner, a room hums softly with the energy of art and creativity. Illuminated manuscripts lie open, revealing pages bursting with vibrant color and intricate designs. Gold leaf shimmers in the candlelight, outlining scenes of myth, legend, and devotion. Imagine the artists who labored for months, sometimes years, to adorn these pages. Their brushes moved with reverence and skill, transforming words into visual poetry. These works are more than decoration, they are expressions of faith, culture, and imagination. As you walk, the library's architecture captures your attention. Stone columns rise gracefully to meet vaulted ceilings painted with frescoes of angels, scholars, and allegories of wisdom. The walls are carved with symbols of learning, books, scrolls, compasses, and celestial bodies, reminders of humanity's endless quest for understanding. Feel the quiet majesty of this place, a testament to the power of knowledge to inspire and endure. You find a quiet alcove by a tall window, where moonlight pours through stained glass, painting the stone floor with hues of blue, red, and gold. The world outside is hushed, but here, in this sanctuary, the flame of learning burns softly and steadily. Take a deep breath, filling your lungs with the cool night air, scented with parchment and wax. Let the calm wash over you, soothing your mind and body. Imagine yourself seated at a heavy wooden desk, the smooth grain warm beneath your hands. Before you lies a manuscript open to a page filled with diagrams of stars and constellations, accompanied by poetic verses that speak of the heavens as a reflection of the human soul. Feel the connection between earth and sky, between knowledge and mystery. As your thoughts drift slowly like clouds across a twilight sky, the soft rustle of turning pages, the delicate scratch of quills, and the whisper of scholarly voices create a lullaby of thought and reflection. Your body grows heavier, your muscles melting into comfort. Your mind becomes a quiet lake, smooth and still. You are safe here, embraced by the gentle pulse of centuries of learning. As you breathe slowly and deeply, you sink further into relaxation, carried on the steady flow of discovery and devotion. The secret libraries of Renaissance Europe hold their stories close, waiting to carry you softly into dreams. Let your eyelids close gently now. As the candle flames flicker one last time, the story continues in the peaceful space between waking and sleeping, where wisdom and wonder meet. The hush of the secret library settles around you like a gentle cloak, soft and protective, inviting your breath to deepen and your thoughts to quiet. The flickering candlelight bathes the ancient tomes and stone walls in a warm golden glow, creating an atmosphere of calm reverence that stretches through the centuries. As you continue your slow and peaceful journey, your footsteps are barely a whisper on the polished floor. You move with care among the shelves laden with manuscripts, each one a vessel of stories, knowledge, and devotion. The air is thick with the scent of old leather, parchment, and beeswax, a comforting aroma that seems to carry the wisdom of countless minds. You find yourself drawn toward a quiet study chamber tucked away in the far corner of the library. Here, a scholar sits alone at a desk cluttered with papers, quills, and small ink pots. His eyes trace the delicate script on a fragile manuscript, absorbed in the task of translating a text written in a language foreign to many. Each word he uncovers is a precious discovery, a bridge between cultures and eras. Imagine the patience required for this work, the careful deciphering of faded letters, the thoughtful annotations and margins, the steady hand that ensures the preservation of meaning for generations yet unborn. You sense the quiet joy and humility in this labor, a sacred duty to keep the flame of knowledge alive. Nearby, a small group of monks gathers around a low table, their whispered conversations weaving a tapestry of ideas and reflections. They discuss theological debates, philosophical questions, and the burgeoning science of the age. Their voices are soft but earnest, a shared commitment to understanding the mysteries of existence. Feel the warmth of their fellowship, the shared dedication that transforms these stone walls into a sanctuary of thought. Here, ideas are not mere words but seeds planted for growth, nurtured by curiosity and faith. Your gaze shifts to a series of illuminated manuscripts displayed on a long table. The pages shimmer with gold leaf and vivid pigments, depicting scenes from sacred texts and classical myths. Angels and saints mingle with stars and flowers, their forms painted with exquisite detail and reverence. Imagine the painstaking effort that went into these creations. Months, perhaps years, of meticulous work by skilled artists whose passion and devotion are captured in every brushstroke. These books are treasures not only of knowledge but of beauty, embodying the Renaissance ideal that art and learning are intertwined. Walking through the library's grand hall, you notice the intricate carvings that adorn the stone columns and arches. Each symbol an open book, a compass, a sunburst tells a story of enlightenment and discovery. The ceiling's frescoes depict allegories of wisdom, virtue, and knowledge, their colors softened by the passage of time, yet still vibrant. Feel the awe and inspiration that these surroundings evoke. The sense that you are walking in a temple dedicated to the human spirit's quest for truth. In a nearby alcove, you discover a collection of early scientific instruments, astrolabes, sundials, and compasses resting on velvet cushions. These tools, crafted with skill and ingenuity, represent the Renaissance's drive to understand the natural world. They guided sailors across uncharted seas, helped astronomers chart the heavens, and allowed scholars to measure time and space with increasing precision. Imagine the hands that made these instruments, the minds that dreamed of voyages and discoveries beyond known horizons. Feel the excitement of possibility that radiates from these objects, a quiet promise of adventure and knowledge. As you continue, you come to a study where a monk delicately restores an ancient manuscript. His hands are steady and gentle as he repairs torn pages and reinforces fragile bindings. This work is slow and painstaking, a meditation in care and respect. Feel the reverence in his touch, the understanding that every book is a vessel of memory and wisdom, deserving of tender protection. Through his efforts, centuries of thought and creativity are given new life. The library is more than a collection of books. It is a living, breathing space where past and present converge. The silence here is filled with the echoes of countless minds. The soft murmur of ideas passed down and renewed. Find a quiet seat by a tall window where moonlight filters through stained glass, casting colorful patterns on the floor. Outside, the world is hushed and still, but inside this sacred place, the flame of learning burns steadily on. Feel your body relax deeply as you breathe in the cool night air, scented with old paper and wax. Let the calm of the secret library wash over you, soothing your mind and spirit. Your thoughts grow soft and slow, drifting gently like leaves on a quiet stream. The weight of centuries rests lightly on your shoulders, comforting and steady. You are part of this timeless chain of seekers and keepers, joined by curiosity, reverence, and the unending desire to understand. As your eyelids grow heavy and your breath deepens further, allow yourself to drift gently toward sleep. The story of the secret libraries continues softly in the space between dreams and waking, where wisdom and wonder meet. Rest now in this peaceful sanctuary, cradled by the gentle light of knowledge and the quiet strength of history. The night deepens around you like a soft, velvet curtain, wrapping the world in peaceful silence. Your breath flows slowly and steadily, drawing you deeper into relaxation as you wander gently through the quiet halls of the secret Renaissance library. The flickering candlelight casts a warm, golden glow, revealing rows of ancient tomes and manuscripts that have been lovingly preserved through the ages. You find yourself standing before a massive wooden desk, its surface scarred by centuries of study and ink spills. Open upon it lies a large manuscript, its pages delicate, yellowed with age, yet filled with beautiful flowing calligraphy and intricate illustrations that seem almost alive under the glow of candlelight. As you lean in closer, you see that the manuscript is a detailed study of the stars and planets, penned by an astronomer whose eyes once gazed upward with wonder. The diagrams show constellations mapped with care, planets traced along their paths, and notes on the movements of celestial bodies that guided sailors and farmers alike. Imagine the astronomer's quiet nights spent watching the sky, the steady patience required to track the heavens dance. His work was not just about charts and numbers. It was a meditation on the vastness of the universe and humanity's place within it. Nearby, a scholar flips through a volume of ancient philosophy, contemplating the writings of Plato, Aristotle, and other great thinkers. Their words, translated and preserved here, continue to inspire reflection on ethics, existence, and the nature of reality. Feel the calm wisdom flowing through these pages, the centuries of thought that connect you to minds long past as you walk. Further, you notice shelves filled with beautifully illustrated herbal manuscripts texts that detail the healing properties of plants and herbs. The pages are alive with delicate sketches of leaves, flowers, and roots, accompanied by handwritten notes on their uses in remedies and potions. Imagine the herbalists who gathered knowledge from the natural world, blending science and tradition to bring comfort and health. Their work is a reminder of the gentle care humans have always shown toward the earth and each other. The soft murmur of monks chanting in the distance blends with the rustling of pages and the gentle tapping of quills. This sacred music weaves through the library, filling the space with a sense of reverence and peace. You approach a small room where an artisan is illuminating a manuscript. Gold leaf glimmers as she carefully applies it to the margins of a sacred text, her brush steady and sure. The vibrant colors and intricate designs transform the pages into works of art, visual hymns that elevate the written word. Feel the quiet, devotion in every stroke, the patience and precision required to create such beauty. These illuminated manuscripts are more than books. They are treasures of faith, creativity, and craftsmanship. In another corner, a cartographer spreads out a new map, tracing routes for explorers daring to cross unknown seas. His fingers glide over coastlines and islands, imagining the journeys these lines will inspire. Think of the courage and curiosity that drove these voyages, fueled by the knowledge safeguarded within this very library. As you continue your slow wonder, you come upon a chamber dedicated to music. Manuscripts of early compositions lie open, their notes carefully penned on parchment. Imagine the sounds that once filled these halls, the soft strum of lutes, the haunting melodies of flutes, the harmonies sung in quiet chapels. Let the imagined music drift through your mind, a soothing melody carrying you deeper into calm. The vaulted ceilings above you are painted with frescoes depicting the muses of arts and sciences, their faces serene and inspiring. The air hums softly with the energy of countless seekers who have passed through these halls, each adding their own spark to the flame of knowledge. You find a quiet window seat where moonlight spills through stained glass, painting the floor with soft hues of red, blue, and green. The world outside is hushed, but here the flame of human curiosity burns bright. Feel the calm settling within. You, the peaceful strength of centuries of learning and care. As your body relaxes further, and your thoughts slow to a gentle rhythm, allow yourself to drift gently towards sleep. Let the soft turning of pages, the whisper of quills, and the flickering candlelight guide you into dreams filled with wisdom and wonder. The secret libraries of Renaissance Europe hold their stories close, ready to carry you softly through the night. The quiet of the library wraps around you like a soft, warm shawl, inviting you to settle deeper into peaceful stillness. Your breath slows, growing steady and even, as you glide gently through these sacred halls, a place where centuries of wisdom rest quietly in leather-bound volumes and delicate scrolls. In this sacred space, time seems to fold softly, measured, not by hours or days, but by the slow turning of fragile pages and the gentle flicker of candle flames. The air is cool, scented faintly with aged parchment, beeswax, and polished with a perfume of history and care. As you wander through aisles lined with books, your fingertips graze the worn spines, each one a story waiting to be discovered. Some volumes are small and humble, others grand and ornate. All hold knowledge carefully preserved through storms and upheaval. Through the rise and fall of kingdoms, your footsteps lead you to a quiet reading room where a scholar sits beneath an arched window, the silver light of the moon spilling softly across his desk. Before him lies an illuminated manuscript, its pages aglow with gold leaf and vivid pigments. The text speaks of ancient philosophies, the pursuit of truth, and the quest to understand the mysteries of existence. Imagine the centuries of devotion that brought this book to life, the scribes who meticulously copied each letter, the artists who painted each border with delicate precision, the scholars who studied and debated its meaning. Nearby, a monk carefully turns the pages of a rare medical treatise, the margins filled with handwritten notes and sketches of herbs and remedies. This book is a testament to early scientific inquiry and compassion, a guide to healing born of observation, experience, and hope. Feel the quiet compassion that fills this room, the reverence for life and knowledge that sustain generations. Of healers. In another corner, you discover a cabinet displaying fragile maps and navigational tools. Astrolabes, compasses, and charts tell tales of voyages across vast oceans and uncharted lands. These instruments guided explorers into the unknown, expanding the boundaries of the world and the mind. Imagine the daring of those early navigators. Their eyes fixed on the horizon, their spirits buoyed by the knowledge safeguarded here. As you continue, the library reveals treasures of music and art, manuscripts filled with notes and lyrics, delicate illustrations of mythical creatures, and treatises on the beauty of proportion and form. These works celebrate the Renaissance ideal that art and science are intertwined, each enriching the other. Imagine the gentle melodies that once echoed through chapels and halls, the brushstrokes that captured the essence of faith and humanity. The vaulted ceilings above you are adorned with frescoes, celestial scenes, angels, muses, each a tribute to the pursuit of enlightenment. Stone columns rise like sentinels, their carvings telling stories of wisdom and discovery. You find a quiet nook bathed in moonlight, where soft stained glass paints the floor with colors of ruby, sapphire, and emerald. The world outside is hushed, but within this sanctuary, the light of learning burns steadily. Feel yourself relax deeper, cradled by the calm and quiet. Your thoughts soften, drifting like clouds across a twilight sky. The centuries of knowledge and devotion here become a gentle current carrying you toward restful sleep. As your eyelids grow heavy, the soft rustling of pages and the whisper of scholars fade into a peaceful silence. You are safe, calm, and embraced by the enduring light of wisdom. Rest now, and let the secret libraries of Renaissance Europe carry you softly into dreams filled with wonder and discovery. The quiet sanctuary of the secret library embraces you once more, the soft glow of candlelight weaving a golden path through the towering shelves. Your breath is calm and measured, flowing with ease as your mind drifts gently along the aisles of knowledge and history preserved through time. You wander slowly, your fingertips brushing the spines of ancient tomes, feeling the texture of cracked leather and the smoothness of parchment within. Each book is a guardian of stories, secrets, and wisdom collected from distant lands and generations long past. In a secluded study, a scholar pores over a volume filled with detailed illustrations of plants and herbs, an early herbalist's guide to healing. The delicate pages reveal sketches of lavender, rosemary, and other fragrant plants, each accompanied by notes on their medicinal uses and preparations. Imagine the care with which these guides were compiled, the blending of observation and tradition, to heal bodies and soothe spirits. This knowledge was passed down in quiet devotion, a legacy of compassion nearby. The soft hum of whispered Latin prayers mingles with the scratching of quills as monks copy sacred texts. Their dedication is a quiet chant, a rhythm of reverence and preservation that echoes through the vaulted halls. You pause at a desk strewn with scrolls of mathematics and geometry, their carefully drawn diagrams laying the foundation for advances in architecture and art. Circles, triangles, and intricate patterns form the language of the Renaissance's greatest minds. Feel the awe of those who first deciphered these forms, who saw in geometry a bridge between the earthly and the divine. Further along, you find a collection of maps depicting the expanding world, continents once unknown, to many now charted with precision and wonder. The delicate ink lines trace the courses of explorers, the names of distant islands and cities shimmering with possibility. Imagine the courage and curiosity that drove these voyages, the thirst for knowledge that propelled humanity across oceans and into new worlds. As you move through the library's halls, you encounter beautifully illustrated musical manuscripts. Notes and lyrics from centuries ago invite you to hear the melodies that filled sacred chapels and royal courts alike. Let the imagined strains of lutes, harpsichords, and voices drift softly through your mind, a lullaby carried across time. The architecture of the library itself is a marvel, arched ceilings painted with allegories of wisdom and learning. Stone columns carved with symbols of books, stars, and the human spirit's reach for understanding. Find a quiet corner, bathed in the gentle glow of moonlight filtering through stained glass. The world outside is still, but here the flame of knowledge burns bright and steady. Feel your body sink deeper into comfort, your thoughts slow and quiet. The centuries of care and curiosity held here surround you with warmth and peace. As your eyes close softly, let the steady rhythm of turning pages and soft whispers carry you gently towards sleep. The secret libraries of Renaissance Europe cradle you in their timeless embrace, a sanctuary of wisdom and calm. The stillness of the secret library enfolds you like a gentle embrace, the soft flicker of candlelight casting warm, dancing shadows along the towering shelves filled with ancient books. Your breath deepens and slows, matching the quiet rhythm of the space, a rhythm measured by the slow turning of pages, the careful scratching of quills, and the whispered murmur of scholars lost in thought. You find yourself drawn toward a quiet alcove where a large manuscript rests open on a heavy wooden desk. The pages are adorned with intricate illustrations of constellations and celestial bodies, hand-painted with exquisite care. Golden stars shimmer across the vellum, each one a tiny beacon of light in the vast tapestry of the night sky. Imagine the astronomer who first crafted this work, eyes lifted toward the heavens, searching for patterns and meaning. His observations bridge the gap between earth and sky, revealing a universe both vast and intimately connected to human life. Nearby, a scholar studies a collection of scrolls filled with ancient medical knowledge. Diagrams of the human body, remedies for ailments, and notes on herbal treatments fill the delicate pages. This room hums softly with the dedication of those who sought to heal and understand the mysteries of life and health. Feel the compassion that echoes through these works, the hope, the care, the relentless pursuit of knowledge that could ease suffering. You move through the library's labyrinthine corridors, each step accompanied by the subtle creak of wooden floorboards and the faint scent of old parchment. The architecture speaks of reverence and grandeur, arched ceilings painted with frescoes depicting the muses of art, science, and philosophy, stone pillars carved with symbols of learning and enlightenment dot in a sunlit corner. You discover a display of early scientific instruments, astrolabes, compasses, and sundials, each crafted with precision and artistry. These tools guided explorers across uncharted seas and helped scholars unlock the secrets of time and space. Imagine the thrill of discovery that these objects represent the human spirit reaching outward and upward, fueled by curiosity and courage. As you settle into a quiet nook near a stained glass window, moonlight pours softly through colored panes, casting shimmering patterns on the stone floor. The world outside is hushed, but within this sanctuary, the flame of human curiosity burns bright. Feel the calm settle deep within you, a peaceful connection to the countless minds who have walked these halls before. Your thoughts grow quiet, your body heavy and relaxed. You are wrapped in the timeless embrace of knowledge and wonder. As you breathe slowly and deeply, allow yourself to drift gently towards sleep, carried by the steady flow of history and the quiet light of discovery. The secret libraries of Renaissance Europe hold their stories close, ready to carry you softly into dreams filled with wisdom and peace. The silence of the secret library deepens, enfolding you in a soft, tranquil embrace. Your breath is slow and even, carrying you gently into a world where knowledge flows like a quiet river through centuries. The warm glow of candlelight flickers across leather-bound tomes and vellum scrolls, creating a timeless atmosphere of calm and reverence. You find yourself moving into a room dedicated to the arts, where illuminated manuscripts rest upon velvet cushions and sturdy wooden tables. The pages shimmer with gold leaf and vibrant pigments, depicting scenes of myth and faith, nature and wonder. Angels, stars, and flowers weave together in exquisite patterns, each brush stroke a prayer, each detail a celebration of beauty and devotion. Imagine the artists who created these masterpieces, their steady hands, patient spirits, and deep faith, guiding every line and color. Their work transcended mere decoration, becoming a sacred offering to knowledge and the divine. Nearby, shelves hold philosophical treatises that explore the human condition, questions of morality, existence, and the pursuit of truth. You sense the thoughtful debates that once echoed softly here, scholars exchanging ideas with respect and humility. Feel the depth of reflection that fills the air, a quiet invitation to contemplate your own place in the unfolding story of humanity. You continue to a chamber filled with maps and charts. Hand-drawn routes trace the paths of explorers, while diagrams of the heavens chart stars and planets. These are the tools of adventurers who dared to cross unknown seas. Driven by curiosity and courage, imagine the journeys that began with these maps, the uncharted coasts, the distant islands, the vast oceans waiting to be discovered. Feel the thrill of possibility carried by the quiet determination preserved here. The library's vaulted ceilings rise above, painted with frescoes that tell stories of wisdom and learning. Stone columns bear carved symbols, open books, compasses, olive branches, each representing aspects of the Renaissance quest for knowledge and peace. You find a quiet window seat where moonlight streams through stained glass, bathing the floor in soft hues of ruby, sapphire, and emerald. Outside, the night is still, but inside, the flame of inquiry burns steady and warm. Let yourself relax deeply, your body sinking into comfort as your mind drifts gently. The whispers of centuries, the rustle of pages, and the steady heartbeat of discovery lull you closer to sleep. You are safe here, wrapped in the enduring light of wisdom and wonder. As your eyes close softly, let the secret libraries of Renaissance Europe carry you into dreams filled with peace and curiosity. The quiet of the library deepens, wrapping you gently in its timeless embrace. Your breath is slow and steady, matching the soft rhythm of candle flames flickering along the vast shelves of books and manuscripts. You walk softly among these treasures, feeling the calm settle deeper into your mind and body. In this sacred space, knowledge is a living presence. The air carries the faint scent of parchment, beeswax, and polished wood, scents that seem to hold stories whispered across centuries. Each volume you pass is a testament to the dedication and devotion of countless monks, scribes, and scholars who preserved the wisdom of the ages. As you continue your journey, you enter a room bathed in the warm glow of candlelight. Here, manuscripts on mathematics and natural philosophy rest on tables and shelves. Intricate diagrams reveal the secrets of geometry, astronomy, and the natural world, formulas and theories that helped shape the Renaissance's great discoveries. Imagine the scholars who studied these texts with intense focus and passion. Their work was slow and careful, a meditation on the patterns and order underlying the universe. Through their efforts, humanity took steps toward understanding the cosmos and its mysteries. Nearby, you discover a collection of beautifully illustrated botanical manuscripts. Detailed drawings of plants and flowers fill the pages, accompanied by notes on their medicinal properties and uses. These texts reflect the Renaissance fascination with nature and the growing knowledge of herbal medicine. Feel the quiet reverence for life and healing captured in these pages, the gentle wisdom of those who sought to cure and comfort through nature's gifts. As you explore further, you encounter a chamber devoted to theology and philosophy. Thick volumes of scripture, commentaries, and philosophical treatises line the walls. The air here is heavy with contemplation, filled with the silent dialogue between faith and reason that define much of Renaissance thought. Imagine the scholars who wrestled with profound questions, seeking harmony between divine revelation and human understanding. Their dedication illuminated pathways of thought that still inspire reflection today. You pause by a window where moonlight filters through stained glass, casting colorful patterns across the stone floor. Outside, the city sleeps in quiet peace, but inside this library, the flame of human curiosity burns bright. Let the calm of this moment wash over you, soothing your mind and body. Feel yourself drifting deeper into relaxation, cradled by the gentle rhythm of centuries of learning. Your thoughts grow soft and slow, like clouds drifting across a twilight sky. The weight of history rests lightly upon you, comforting and steady. You're part of a long and sacred chain of seekers, connected across time by a shared love of knowledge and wisdom. As your eyes close softly, let the quiet strength of a secret. Libraries carry you gently into sleep. Dream now in the warm light of understanding and wonder. The library's soft silence continues to envelop you, a sanctuary untouched by time where knowledge and calm intertwine. Your breath remains steady and deep, a quiet rhythm that guides you deeper into this peaceful refuge. Candlelight dances on the ancient walls, casting gentle shadows that sway with every flicker, as if breathing life into the stories held within these stone halls. As you stroll slowly between shelves laden with treasured books and manuscripts, the history around you feels almost palpable. Each tome, worn with age and care, is a vessel holding centuries of human thought, philosophy, science, art, theology, all preserved by devoted hands for those willing to seek and learn. You come upon a quiet chamber dedicated to music and poetry. Open manuscripts reveal the delicate notes of Renaissance melodies, the lyrics inscribed with graceful penmanship. You can almost hear the soft sounds of lutes and harpsichords, accompanied by gentle voices singing in chapel halls long ago. Imagine the joy and solace that music brought to these scholars, the harmony between sound and spirit, an expression of the deepest human emotions. Let these imagined melodies flow softly through your mind, a lullaby weaving through the stillness. Nearby, an artist's studio comes to life in your imagination. Scrolls and sketches reveal studies of anatomy, landscapes, and portraits. The Renaissance was an era of profound artistic discovery, where artists sought to capture not only the physical world, but the essence of humanity itself. Feel the creative spirit that fills this place, the patient hands and keen eyes that transformed blank parchment into masterpieces. These works are a testament to the power of observation, reflection, and expression. As you move on, you discover a collection of early scientific texts and tools. Astrolabes, compasses, and sundials rest nearby, volumes filled with theories of physics and natural philosophy. These instruments and writings represent humanity's growing understanding of the laws that govern the universe. Imagine the excitement of those first scholars, their curiosity lighting the way through darkness, revealing order and beauty where once there was mystery. Their discoveries laid the foundations for centuries of exploration and innovation. In a corner, a monk carefully restores a damaged manuscript. His movements are slow and tender as he cleans, repairs, and reinforces fragile pages. This work is an act of reverence, a sacred duty to ensure that knowledge endures. Feel the reverence in his touch, the quiet dedication to preserving the wisdom of the past for future generations. The vaulted ceilings above you rise like the heavens, painted with frescoes of angels, scholars, and symbols of enlightenment. Stone columns, carved with intricate detail, support the arches, each a silent witness to the centuries of devotion housed here. You find a quiet window seat where moonlight filters softly through stained glass. The colorful light plays upon the worn stone floor, inviting calm and reflection. Outside, the city sleeps beneath a blanket of stars. Inside this sanctuary, the flame of human curiosity glows warmly and steadily. Feel yourself relax deeper still, your muscles softening, your mind slowing. You are cradled by the gentle pulse of history and wisdom, embraced by the enduring light of knowledge. As your eyelids grow heavy, allow yourself to drift gently into peaceful sleep, carried by the quiet strength and beauty of the secret libraries of Renaissance Europe. May your dreams be filled with wonder and calm. The silence of the library deepens as you find yourself wandering through another passageway lined with towering shelves. Your footsteps are soft, almost a whisper, as if you are trying not to disturb the centuries of knowledge resting here. The flickering candlelight glows warmly against the cracked leather bindings and delicate vellum pages, casting dancing shadows that ripple gently on the stone walls. The air is cool and fragrant with the scent of beeswax, old parchment, and polished wood, an aroma that seems to hold the stories and secrets of generations. As you walk slowly down this quiet corridor, your eyes are drawn to a small reading room tucked away behind heavy oak doors carved with intricate designs, leaves, stars, and scholarly symbols. The door creaks softly as you push it open, revealing a sanctuary filled with sunlight streaming through tall stained glass windows, painting the room in hues of ruby, emerald, and sapphire. Dust particles float lazily in the beams of light, settling gently over tables stacked with scrolls and books. In this room, you see a monk seated at a heavy wooden desk, his face illuminated by the soft glow of candlelight. His hands move carefully, copying an ancient manuscript. His quill glides across the parchment with deliberate precision, each letter formed slowly and with reverence. The text is a scientific treatise filled with diagrams of the human body, astronomical charts, and mathematical formulas. The pages are worn but still vibrant with ink and gold leaf, showing the painstaking care with which they were created and preserved. Imagine the years of dedication it took to create such a manuscript, the late nights, the endless hours of study and transcription, the desire to preserve and pass on knowledge despite the hardships and dangers of the times. The monk's calm determination reflects a deep respect for wisdom and learning, a devotion shared by countless scholars who came before him. Nearby, an array of delicate scientific instruments rests on a shelf: astrolabes, armillary spheres, compasses, and sundials, all tools designed to unlock the mysteries of the cosmos and the earth. These devices represent the Renaissance spirit of discovery and innovation, the human urge to understand the world and our place within it. Imagine the hands that crafted these instruments with care and precision, the minds that studied the stars and tides, mapping the heavens and seas in pursuit of knowledge and exploration. Each piece is a testament to the intersection of art and science, of imagination and methodical inquiry. As you move through the room, your eyes catch a collection of illuminated manuscripts displayed with delicate care. Their pages burst with vibrant colors: golds, reds, blues, and greens, illustrating religious stories, classical myths, and natural phenomena. The detailed miniatures capture scenes of saints and angels, heroes and philosophers, animals and plants, all painted. With exquisite skill, imagine the artists who spent months, sometimes years, bringing these manuscripts to life. Their work was both a spiritual offering and an artistic achievement, blending faith, storytelling, and craftsmanship into a singular expression of beauty and devotion. Feel the reverence and care that infused every brushstroke and swirl of ink. Beyond this room, the library unfolds into a grand hall with vaulted ceilings adorned with frescoes that depict the allegories of wisdom, justice, and truth. Stone columns rise like silent sentinels, carved with symbols of learning, books, scrolls, globes, and the sun and moon, all reminders of humanity's quest to illuminate the unknown. The architecture itself tells a story of faith and knowledge, intertwined, a temple to the human spirit's unyielding desire to understand and create. Feel the awe and tranquility inspired by this magnificent space, a place where the past and present merge in quiet harmony. You find a comfortable bench beneath a stained glass window where moonlight filters softly through colored panes, casting shifting patterns of light on the floor. The world outside is hushed beneath a blanket of stars, but here in this sacred space, the flame of knowledge burns steadily, warm and welcoming. Let your body sink deeper into comfort as your breath grows, slow and even. Feel your thoughts soften and float like gentle clouds across a calm sky. The centuries of learning and care here surround you with a profound peace. You are connected to a vast lineage of seekers and scholars, a chain of minds united by curiosity, humility, and a passion for truth. Each manuscript, instrument, and fresco is a link in this chain, carrying the light of knowledge across time. Allow yourself to be cradled by this legacy. The quiet devotion, the patient study, the careful preservation all echo softly within your mind, soothing you as you drift towards sleep. Imagine yourself resting in this sanctuary, embraced by the wisdom and wonder held within these walls. The secret libraries of Renaissance Europe hold their stories close, waiting to carry you gently into dreams filled with calm, curiosity, and discovery data. As your eyelids grow heavy and your breath deepens, surrender to the peaceful night. The light of knowledge shines softly in the darkness, a beacon guiding you to restful sleep. The quiet of the secret library wraps around you like a gentle mist, softening the edges of the world as your breath deepens and your body sinks further into peaceful rest. The flickering candlelight casts warm, golden pools of glow across the rows of ancient books, illuminating the fine dust that dances lazily in the still air. This place feels timeless, a sacred haven where the past and present meet in silence. Communion data. As you wander through these venerable halls, your footsteps are cushioned by thick rugs and worn stone floors, barely audible in the hushed atmosphere. You pause before a tall bookcase, its shelves heavy with leather-bound volumes, their titles faded but their significance undiminished. Each spine tells a story of discovery, devotion, and the relentless human quest for knowledge. Your fingers brush gently over a manuscript titled in Latin, the letters ornate and looping. You pull the book from the shelf carefully, feeling its weight and the textured grain of its aged cover. Opening it reveals a treasure trove of handwritten notes and sketches, philosophical treatises, mathematical proofs, and observations of the natural world. The pages are fragile, yet the wisdom within feels alive and enduring. Imagine the generations of scholars who have read and added to this book, their minds linked across time in pursuit of understanding. Their quiet work is a bridge to the present moment, connecting you with the collective human spirit nearby. A monk sits at a desk strewn with quills, ink pots, and parchment, painstakingly copying texts by candlelight. His robes whisper softly as he moves, his expression one of serene concentration. The slow scratch of his quill fills the room like a gentle melody, a rhythm of care and preservation. You watch as he pauses to consult a reference, carefully cross-checking passages to ensure accuracy. His task is sacred, a testament to the belief that knowledge is a light that must be passed down through the ages. Turning away, you notice a display of early scientific instruments, delicately crafted astrolabes, sundials, and compasses resting on velvet cushions within glass cases. These tools, the products of ingenuity and craftsmanship, symbolize humanity's expanding horizons and the desire to map both earth and sky. Imagine the explorers who relied on these instruments to navigate unknown seas and chart new territories. Their courage and curiosity fueled by the knowledge kept safe here. As you continue your journey, you come upon a small chamber devoted to music and poetry. Manuscripts filled with notes and verses lie open, their pages decorated with delicate illustrations. The melodies and words contained within have long since faded into silence, yet you can almost hear their gentle strains, lutes, and harpsichords. Voices raised in quiet reverence. Feel the soothing power of music and poetry as a universal language, connecting hearts and minds across centuries. Further along, frescoes adorn the library's ceilings and walls, depicting allegories of wisdom, justice, and the arts. These paintings, faded yet magnificent, tell stories of the human spirit's yearning for enlightenment. The brushstrokes reveal the skill and devotion of Renaissance artists who saw in knowledge not just power but beauty. You find a quiet nook near a stained glass window where moonlight pours softly, painting the floor in shifting colors of ruby, sapphire, and emerald. The outside world is hushed beneath a blanket of stars, but here the light of human inquiry burns steadily. Feel yourself relax deeply, your thoughts softening as the centuries of learning and care held here wrap you in. A profound calm. You're part of an unbroken chain of seekers and keepers of wisdom linked by curiosity, humility, and the desire to understand. As your eyelids grow heavy and your breath slows further, allow the secret libraries of Renaissance Europe to carry you gently into peaceful dreams filled with wonder and knowledge. Rest now, embraced by the quiet strength and enduring light of history. The ancient library breathes around you like a living, breathing sanctuary, a place where centuries have whispered secrets, careful study, and quiet devotion weave together into a tapestry of calm and wisdom. Your breath flows deep and steady, your body relaxing more deeply with every moment as you wander softly through this temple of knowledge. Cradled by stone walls and flickering candlelight, you find yourself drawn down a narrow corridor, its walls lined with shelves packed tightly with manuscripts and scrolls. The leather bindings are cracked and worn, the faded gold lettering on the spines telling tales of forgotten authors and long-lost wisdom. The scent of old paper and beeswax fills the air, a fragrance steeped in history, patience, and reverence.as. You move slowly. You feel the soft pulse of history vibrating gently beneath your fingertips. Each book is a vessel of stories passed down through generations, tales of philosophy, science, theology, art, and exploration, preserved through war, upheaval, and the slow passage of time. The soft crackle of candle flames is a steady companion. As you approach a large, heavy oak desk piled high with parchments, a monk sits hunched over a manuscript, his robes flowing silently as he bends in concentration. His quill dances delicately across the page, the scratch of ink on vellum a soothing melody in the hush. This monk's task is sacred and deliberate, to copy and preserve the ancient texts entrusted to his care, so that the light of knowledge may never fade. His patience is infinite, his movements slow and precise. Each letter is an offering, each word a thread woven into the fabric of time. Nearby, another scholar pores over a thick tome on astronomy, tracing the paths of stars and planets with steady eyes. Charts and diagrams, painstakingly drawn by hand, reveal the elegant order of the cosmos as it was understood centuries ago. This early knowledge was the foundation of discoveries that would change the world, an unfolding story of human curiosity and wonder. You imagine the nights spent under a vast, starlit sky, where these scholars first observed celestial patterns, seeking to decode the heavens and find meaning in their silent movements. Their work was both scientific and spiritual, a meditation on humanity's place in the universe. As you wander deeper into the library, you come upon a quiet chamber filled with fragile botanical manuscripts. Pages are filled with detailed illustrations of plants and herbs, their shapes, colors, and textures captured with astonishing accuracy. Handwritten notes describe their uses as remedies, salves, and cures, a testament to the Renaissance's growing understanding of nature and medicine. Feel the care and reverence in these pages, the dedication of healers and herbalists who sought to relieve suffering through careful study of the natural world. Each sketch and annotation is a gift of compassion and knowledge. Moving on, you discover a gallery of illuminated manuscripts, their pages glowing with gold leaf and vibrant colors. Angels, saints, mythic creatures, and scenes of daily life come alive in delicate paintings that frame the text. These manuscripts are masterpieces of art, as well as repositories of faith and wisdom. Imagine the artist's hands, steady and skilled, transforming blank parchment into radiant works of devotion and storytelling. Their artistry preserved not only words, but the spirit and beauty of a culture in renewal. The frescoed ceilings above you tell stories in themselves. Painted with allegories of the virtues and arts, they remind all who enter of the sacred pursuit of knowledge. Figures representing wisdom, justice, and truth gaze serenely down, watching over the sanctuary. Feel the awe and calm inspired by this convergence of faith, art, and learning, the Renaissance ideal made manifest in stone, paint, and light. Your journey leads you to a small room where musical manuscripts rest upon stands. Delicate notes and lyrics hint at melodies once played and sung in quiet chapels in royal courts. The music is a soft echo in your mind, the lutes, harpsichords, and voices weaving through the ages. Let the imagined strains float gently through. Your thoughts, a lullaby of harmony and beauty that transcends time. Nearby, you see a collection of maps and globes, artifacts of an age when the world was expanding beyond all known borders. These charts, drawn with care, guided explorers and adventurers toward unknown continents and seas. Imagine the thrill of those first voyages, the courage and hope carried across wild waters, fueled by the knowledge preserved here. Each map is a promise of discovery, a connection between distant lands and human dreams. In a corner, a group of monks works quietly on restoring a fragile manuscript. Their touch is tender and precise, repairing torn pages and reinforcing bindings with delicate cloth and glue. This restoration is an act of love, ensuring that the wisdom of the past can live on for generations to come. Feel the reverence in their hands. The patience and respect that bring new life to fading words and images. The architecture itself is a work of art, the vaulted ceilings soaring overhead, stone columns carved with intricate symbols of learning and enlightenment. Every detail speaks of the Renaissance's devotion to the harmony of beauty and intellect. You find a quiet seat by a stained glass window where moonlight filters softly through colored panes. The colors shift slowly, painting patterns of ruby, sapphire, and emerald upon the floor and walls. Outside, the city sleeps, but inside this sanctuary, the flame of human curiosity burns steadily and warmly. Let yourself relax deeply here, cradled by the calm and wisdom of centuries. Your muscles loosen, your thoughts slow, your heart beats steady and strong. You are safe in this place, embraced by the enduring light of knowledge and wonder. As you close your eyes, imagine the countless scholars, artists, healers, and explorers whose lives are woven into the fabric of this library. Their dedication, hope, and faith ripple gently through time, connecting you to a vast and sacred chain. Feel yourself drifting softly into peaceful sleep, carried on the steady current of history, discovery, and quiet devotion. The secret libraries of Renaissance Europe hold their stories close, ready to carry you gently through the night into dreams of wisdom and calm. The stillness of the library is like a gentle wave that rolls through your mind, softening every thought and easing every tension. Your breath flows slow and even, guiding you deeper into the calm embrace of this ancient sanctuary. Candlelight flickers against the stone walls, casting a warm and soothing glow that seems to wrap you in comfort. You wander quietly along the rows of tall shelves, each laden with books and manuscripts carefully preserved through centuries. The leather covers are worn smooth by time and touch, the faded titles whispering secrets of forgotten scholars, ancient wisdom, and timeless truths. You feel the weight of this knowledge, a treasure preserved through fire and flood, war and peace. As you move deeper into the heart of the library, you come upon a quiet study room where a scholar is deeply absorbed in his work. His desk is scattered with scrolls and quills, and the soft scratching of his pen creates a rhythmic melody in the silence. Before him lies a manuscript detailing early explorations of natural philosophy, a study of the elements, the stars, and the forces that shape the world. Imagine the hours he has spent poring over these texts, tracing the ideas of thinkers who sought to understand the very fabric of existence. His patience and devotion echo through the centuries, a quiet testament to the power of curiosity. Nearby, you find a collection of beautifully illustrated herbals. The pages are filled with delicate drawings of plants, flowers, and roots, each annotated with notes on their medicinal uses and healing properties. These texts remind you of the Renaissance fascination with nature and the blending of science and tradition. Feel the quiet reverence of those who compiled these works, healers, botanists, and scholars who looked to the earth for remedies and hope. In another corner, you encounter a room dedicated to philosophy and theology. Thick volumes line the walls, their pages dense with arguments about the soul, morality, and the divine. The air is thick with thought, reverence, and the unending quest for understanding. Imagine the debates that once filled this space, the clash of ideas, the harmony of discovery, the passionate search for truth that defined the Renaissance spirit. Your gaze moves to a display of ancient maps and navigational tools. The delicate lines and careful measurements chart the known world and hint at lands beyond. These charts represent humanity's expanding horizons and the bold spirit of exploration that pushed beyond old boundaries. Imagine the explorers who trusted these maps to guide them across unknown seas and into new worlds. Their courage and curiosity paved the way for generations to come. As you continue your journey, you pass by illuminated manuscripts, pages bursting with color and life. Angels, stars, and flowers swirl around sacred texts, the gold leaf shimmering like captured sunlight. These works are more than books. They are expressions of faith, art, and devotion. Feel the patience and skill poured into every page, the quiet prayer that each brushstroke represents. The vaulted ceilings overhead are painted with scenes of wisdom and virtue, allegories that inspire and uplift. Stone columns carved with symbols of knowledge and learning stand like sentinels guarding the sacred light within. You settle into a quiet corner near a tall window, where moonlight pours softly through stained glass, bathing the room in soft, shifting colors. The world outside sleeps under a blanket of stars, but here the flame of human inquiry burns steadily and warmly. Let yourself relax fully, sinking deeper into the calm that surrounds you. Your thoughts slow, your body softens, your heart beats steady and slow. You are cradled by the enduring light of knowledge and the quiet strength of history. As your eyelids close gently, allow the secret libraries of Renaissance Europe to carry you softly into dreams of wonder, peace, and timeless wisdom. Rest now, wrapped in the gentle embrace of centuries past, and let your dreams be filled with calm discovery. The quiet within the library feels like a gentle wave, washing over you softly as you continue your slow and peaceful journey through this sanctuary of knowledge. Your breath deepens and slows, a steady rhythm that matches the soft flickering of candle flames dancing on aged parchment and polished wood. As you stroll down a corridor lined with towering shelves, you notice the delicate cracks in the leather bindings of the manuscripts, each one a testament to centuries of care and reverence. The faint scent of beeswax and old paper fills the air, a comforting fragrance that seems to carry the whispered wisdom of countless minds. You pause before a reading desk where a monk sits, absorbed in copying a manuscript by candlelight. His movements are slow and deliberate, each stroke of his quill an act of devotion. The manuscript is filled with intricate calligraphy and illuminated borders, golden highlights shimmering softly in the flickering light. Imagine the patience required to create such a work, the long nights spent by candle flame, the steady hands that reproduced these texts so carefully. His dedication preserves the knowledge of philosophers, scientists, and theologians, keeping their ideas alive across generations. Nearby, you find a collection of maps and charts, the tools of explorers who charted unknown seas and lands. These hand-drawn maps show coastlines and islands, rivers and mountains, all etched with care and precision. They represent humanity's expanding horizons, a testament to courage and curiosity. Imagine the voyages these maps guided the ships. Braving storms and uncertainties, sailors looking to the stars and the compass for direction. The spirit of discovery pulses quietly here, a flame that still burns within these walls. As you move through the library, you come upon manuscripts filled with botanical illustrations. The pages show detailed studies of plants and herbs, each labeled with notes on its healing properties and uses. These texts reflect the Renaissance blend of science, art, and tradition, a deep respect for the natural world and its gifts. Feel the compassion behind these works, the hope and care that guided early healers and botanists as they sought remedies and cures. In another chamber, you discover collections of early scientific instruments, astrolabes, sundials, compasses resting alongside treatises on mathematics and astronomy. These tools and texts mark the burgeoning of scientific inquiry, the quest to understand the cosmos and the laws that govern it. Imagine the scholars who studied these instruments, their eyes lifted to the sky, their minds reaching toward the infinite. Their discoveries laid the groundwork for the world we know today. The architecture of the library itself inspires our vaulted ceilings adorned with frescoes of angels and muses, stone columns carved with symbols of knowledge and wisdom. Every detail reflects the Renaissance ideal of harmony between art, faith, and intellect. You find a quiet spot near a stained glass window, where moonlight pours softly through colored panes, bathing the stone floor in shifting hues of red, blue, and green. Outside, the world sleeps peacefully, but inside this sanctuary, the flame of human curiosity glows warmly. Feel yourself relax fully here, sinking deeper into comfort and calm. Your mind slows, your body softens, your heart beats steady. And slow, you are wrapped in the enduring light of knowledge and the gentle strength of history. As your eyelids close, allow the secret libraries of Renaissance Europe to carry you softly into dreams filled with peace, wisdom, and wonder. Rest now, embraced by the quiet spirit of centuries past, and let your dreams be gentle and calm. The quiet in the secret library is like a gentle song, soft and steady, inviting your body and mind to relax deeply. Your breath flows slow and calm, matching the rhythm of flickering candlelight that casts warm, golden shadows across the shelves filled with ancient manuscripts and books. This place feels timeless, a sanctuary of wisdom preserved through centuries. Cradled by stone walls and the dedicated hands of scholars long gone. As you wander through the aisles, your footsteps are muffled by thick rugs, and the faint rustle of pages turning blends with the distant scratch of quills. The scent of beeswax, old leather, and delicate parchment fills the air, wrapping around you like a comforting embrace. Each volume here is a treasure, a vessel of knowledge and discovery, carefully preserved through war, change, and the slow passage of time. You pause before a large wooden desk where a monk sits immersed in study. His face is serene, illuminated by candlelight, as he copies a manuscript with slow, deliberate strokes of his quill. The manuscript is an astronomical text, filled with detailed diagrams of stars and planets, their paths charted with exquisite care. This work reflects the Renaissance spirit, the merging of faith and science, curiosity and reverence. Imagine the hours this monk has spent under the flickering light, tracing the heavens on vellum, his eyes lifted to the sky in wonder. His dedication preserves the knowledge of those who sought to understand the universe, laying the foundation for discoveries yet to come. Nearby, a scholar examines a collection of botanical illustrations. The pages burst with life delicate. Drawings of herbs, flowers, and roots, each annotated with notes on their medicinal properties and uses. These texts speak of a time when healing was both an art and a science, a blend of observation, tradition, and hope. Feel the compassion and care embedded in these pages, the quiet work of healers and naturalists who sought to ease suffering and prolong life. Their legacy lives on here, in every delicate stroke of ink and every carefully preserved leaf. As you continue your journey, you discover a chamber filled with philosophical treatises and theological texts. Thick volumes, there, pages dense with Latin script, explore questions of morality, existence, and the divine. The atmosphere is heavy with contemplation, a testament to the Renaissance's profound engagement with both faith and reason. Imagine the discussions that once took place here, scholars debating the nature of the soul, the harmony of the cosmos, and the mysteries of creation. Their conversations, though centuries old, continue to resonate, inviting reflection and wonder. Walking further, you find a display of early scientific instruments. Astrolabes, compasses, and sundials rest on velvet cushions, their intricate craftsmanship a testament to human ingenuity. These tools were the companions of explorers and scholars, guiding them through unknown seas and uncharted skies. Picture the hands that crafted these delicate devices, the minds that studied the stars and the earth, striving to map the vastness of creation. Their efforts expanded the horizons of human knowledge, lighting the path for generations to come. In a quiet corner, illuminated manuscripts lie open on tables. Their pages shimmer with gold leaf and vibrant pigments, depicting scenes from sacred texts, classical myths, and the natural world. Angels and saints, mythical beasts, and botanical wonders come alive in every brushstroke. Imagine the artists who devoted years to these masterpieces, their hands steady, their hearts full of devotion and creativity. These works are more than books. They are prayers and celebrations, reflections of a culture seeking to understand the divine and the human. The vaulted ceilings above you rise majestically, painted with frescoes that depict allegories of wisdom, justice, and enlightenment. Stone columns carved with symbols of books, stars, and the sun and moon stand like silent sentinels guarding the flame of knowledge. You settle by a stained glass window where moonlight pours through colored panes, casting shifting hues of ruby, sapphire, and emerald across the worn stone floor. The world outside is hushed beneath a blanket of stars, but within this sanctuary, The flame of human curiosity burns steadily. Feel yourself relax deeply, your muscles softening as your mind slows. You are cradled by the calm and care that have preserved this knowledge through the centuries. Your thoughts drift like clouds across a twilight sky soft, slow and free. You are connected to a great lineage of seekers and keepers of wisdom scholars. Artists, healers, and explorers united by a shared passion for discovery and understanding. Their devotion and hope ripple gently through time, touching you now, Dada, as your eyelids grow heavy and your breath deepens. Allow yourself to drift gently towards sleep. Let the steady rhythm of turning pages, the whisper of quills, and the flicker of candlelight guide you into dreams filled with wonder, peace, and timeless wisdom. Rest now, embraced by the quiet strength and enduring light of the secret libraries of Renaissance Europe. The quiet of the secret library wraps you gently in its ancient embrace. Your breath slows and deepens naturally, flowing steady and calm like the soft flicker of candle flames illuminating the vast collection of knowledge around you. Each breath draws you deeper into the sanctuary of wisdom, a timeless refuge where centuries of thoughts, discoveries, and dreams rest silently on worn pages and polished shelves. Dada, as you continue your slow, peaceful walk through the labyrinth of aisles, the faint rustle of turning pages and the subtle scratch of quills blend with the distant murmur of whispered Latin and soft prayers. The scent of beeswax mingles with the musty aroma of ancient leather bindings and parchment, filling the air with a comforting sense of history, preserved through devotion. You pause before a massive reading desk carved from oak, its surface scarred by centuries of use. Here, a solitary monk works patiently under the gentle glow of a candle chandelier. His robes fall quietly as he leans over an enormous manuscript, tracing intricate letters and beautifully illuminated borders with meticulous care. His steady hand moves deliberately, copying ancient texts by candlelight to ensure the survival of human knowledge through the ages. Imagine the slow passage of time in this sacred space, the endless hours of patient study, the rhythmic scratching of quills, and the reverent silence broken only by the turning of fragile pages. Each copied letter is a thread woven into the grand tapestry of history, carrying the wisdom of generations forward. Nearby, a scholar is immersed in the study of celestial mechanics. Charts of stars and planets are spread across the table. There, hand-drawn paths mapping the heavens with an artistry born of curiosity and reverence. You can almost feel the cool night air of distant observatories, the gaze of those who sought to understand the mysteries of the universe. Picture the slow unfolding of knowledge, how each discovery about the stars inspired awe and hope, a belief that through understanding the cosmos, humans could glimpse the divine order and their place within it. Dada, as you move further along, the atmosphere shifts subtly. You enter a chamber devoted to natural science and healing. Here, botanical manuscripts lie open, their pages bursting with exquisite illustrations of plants, herbs, and flowers. Each drawing is rendered with astonishing detail and delicate color, accompanied by handwritten notes on medicinal uses and preparation techniques. Imagine the hands of early herbalists and physicians who gathered this knowledge through painstaking observation and experimentation. Their work blends science, tradition, and compassion, embodying a commitment to healing both body and spirit. Each annotation is a beacon of hope for those seeking relief and restoration. The quiet hum of scholarly debate drifts softly from man. Adjacent room. Philosophers and theologians gather in hushed conversation, exploring questions of ethics, existence, and divine truth. Their words flow gently yet with deep conviction, a dance of reason and faith that fueled the Renaissance quest for enlightenment. Feel the depth of thought that fills this space, the meeting of minds across ages, grappling with the mysteries of life and the cosmos. Their contemplations echo through the halls like a sacred hymn, inviting you to reflect quietly on your own place in this vast, unfolding story. In the gallery of art and culture, illuminated manuscripts gleam with vibrant gold and rich pigments. Scenes of myth and scripture unfold in intricate detail, angels and saints, philosophers and heroes, animals both real and fantastical. These pages are a testament to the union of faith and creativity, the expression of human wonder through both word and image. Imagine the artists who dedicated years to these masterpieces, their steady hands breathing life into the delicate parchment. Each brushstroke is a prayer, a meditation on beauty and meaning beyond the art-filled chambers. Vaulted ceilings soar overhead, painted with frescoes that depict allegories of wisdom, justice, and virtue. Stone columns rise like sentinels carved with symbols of books, compasses, stars, and olive branches, a silent guard to the sanctuary of learning. You pause near a stained glass window where moonlight streams softly, scattering colors across. The worn stone floor. The night outside is still and serene, but within these hallowed walls, the flame of human curiosity burns warm and bright. Feel your body soften completely as you settle near the window. Your thoughts slow, becoming gentle. Waves that lap softly against the shores of your mind. The weight of centuries surrounds you, not heavy, but comforting, like the arms of a dear friend holding you close. You are part of an unbroken chain, a lineage of seekers and keepers of knowledge, joined by curiosity, humility, and the eternal. Desire to understand. As your eyelids grow heavy and your breathing deepens, allow yourself to drift gently toward peaceful sleep. Let the steady turning of pages, the whispered prayers, and the flickering candlelight guide you into dreams woven with wonder and calm. Rest now, cradled by the enduring light of the secret libraries of Renaissance Europe. Their stories and wisdom will carry you softly through the night into the quiet embrace of dreams. The gentle stillness of the secret library wraps around you, a soft, timeless embrace that invites your mind to quiet and your body to sink deeper into comfort. Your breath flows steady and calm, a peaceful rhythm that carries you through centuries of whispered knowledge and quiet devotion. The flickering candlelight casts warm, golden shadows that dance slowly across ancient stone walls and rows upon rows of venerable books and manuscripts. As you continue your slow, mindful journey through this sanctuary, the scent of beeswax, old parchment, and polished wood fills the air, enveloping you like a comforting, familiar blanket. Every corner of this library holds the echoes of scholars, artists, healers, and explorers whose tireless dedication preserved the wisdom of ages past. You pause before a grand oak desk, its surface worn smooth by centuries of use. Seated here is a monk, his face serene and illuminated by the soft glow of candlelight. His hands move with deliberate care, copying a delicate manuscript filled with flowing Latin script and ornate illustrations. Each stroke of his quill is an act of reverence, a quiet promise to safeguard the light of knowledge through the ages. Imagine the countless hours spent under flickering flames, the patience and concentration required to preserve texts that might otherwise have been lost to time. This work is a sacred labor of love, a bridge connecting generations across centuries. The monk's dedication is a testament to the enduring human spirit, curious, humble, and devoted. Nearby, a scholar pores over a vast tome of astronomy. Detailed charts and diagrams map the movements of stars and planets, capturing the elegant dance of the cosmos. You can almost feel the cool night air of an observatory, the gaze of those who sought to understand the heavens not just as distant lights, but as part of a divine order. Imagine the wonder and humility that filled these early minds as they traced the paths of constellations, seeking patterns that could explain the mysteries of time and space. Their discoveries laid the foundations for science and philosophy alike, weaving faith and reason into a rich tapestry of understanding. As you wander further, your eyes rest upon a collection of botanical manuscripts. The pages burst with delicate illustrations of plants and flowers, their shapes and colors rendered with painstaking detail. Each drawing is accompanied by notes on medicinal uses and preparation methods, early knowledge of nature's healing power. Feel the compassion and care behind these works, the blending of observation, tradition, and hope. Imagine the hands of healers collecting herbs in forest glades, testing remedies, and passing their wisdom through generations. In the pages you see before you now. Moving on, you find yourself in a chamber devoted to philosophy and theology. The thick volumes here explore profound questions about existence, morality, and the divine. The air is thick with contemplation, reverence, and the earnest pursuit of truth. Picture the quiet debates held within these walls, the scholars exchanging ideas by candlelight, wrestling with the mysteries of faith and reason. Their conversations were not just intellectual exercises, but heartfelt searches for meaning and understanding. Nearby, illuminated manuscripts lie open on tables, their pages alive with color and light. Angels, saints, mythical beasts, and pastoral scenes swirl in intricate detail, gold leaf catching the candlelight with a shimmering glow. These works of art are more than decoration. They are prayers, expressions of hope and devotion woven into the fabric of the Renaissance. Imagine the artists whose hands spent years crafting these images, their dedication and skill a testament to the beauty and power of human creativity. Beyond these chambers, the architecture itself inspires awe. Vaulted ceilings soar overhead, painted with frescoes depicting allegories of wisdom, justice, and virtue. Stone columns rise like silent guardians, carved with symbols of books, globes, and celestial bodies. Feel the majesty of this space, a temple to learning and enlightenment, where art, faith, and intellect converge. You settle into a quiet nook, near a stained glass window, where moonlight pours through colored panes, casting shifting patterns of ruby, sapphire, and emerald upon the stone floor. Outside, the city sleeps beneath a blanket of stars, but within this sanctuary, the flame of human curiosity burns steadily. Allow your body to relax completely as your thoughts soften into a gentle ebb and flow. The centuries of wisdom and care enfold you like a warm embrace, You are part of a vast chain of seekers and keepers of knowledge linked by curiosity, humility, and the enduring quest to understand. As your eyelids grow heavy and your breath deepens, surrender to the quiet strength and beauty of the secret libraries of Renaissance Europe. Let their stories and wisdom carry you softly into dreams filled with peace, wonder, and timeless calm. Rest now, cradled by the gentle light of history and the quiet pulse of discovery. The hush of the secret library surrounds you once again, a gentle cocoon of calm that softens your thoughts and eases your body into deep relaxation. Your breath flows slow and even, a steady rhythm that carries you through endless rows of books and manuscripts, each one a silent guardian of centuries past. The flickering candlelight bathes the stone walls and wooden shelves in a warm golden glow. Dust motes drift lazily in the beams of light, settling softly upon the worn bindings and delicate pages. The air carries the familiar sense of parchment, beeswax, and aged leather, a scent steeped in history, patience, and devotion. You walk slowly along the aisles, your fingertips brushing lightly against the spines of volumes bound in cracked leather and vellum. Each book is a treasure chest, holding within it stories, discoveries, and wisdom gathered through generations. The words inscribed on these pages have survived fires, floods, and centuries of change, preserved by the tireless care of scholars and monks. You come upon a large reading table where a monk sits engrossed in his work. His face is calm and focused, illuminated by the soft glow of a candle chandelier above. With steady hands, he copies an ancient manuscript filled with intricate script and illuminated borders. His quill glides across the parchment, each letter carefully formed in reverence to the knowledge it conveys. Imagine the dedication this requires, the long nights spent by candlelight, the meticulous care taken to ensure every word is preserved for future generations. His work is a quiet promise, a bridge between the past and the present, carrying forward the light of human understanding. Nearby, a scholar pores over a thick tome of astronomy. Detailed star charts and planetary diagrams unfold across the pages, mapping the heavens with precision and wonder. The scholar's eyes trace the paths of celestial bodies, seeking to understand the grand design of the cosmos. Picture the nights spent gazing at the stars, the awe and humility felt by those who first mapped the skies. Their observations laid the groundwork for science, philosophy, and the endless quest to comprehend our place in the universe. As you wander deeper into the library, you enter a chamber filled with botanical manuscripts. The pages burst with vibrant illustrations of plants and flowers, each accompanied by notes on their medicinal properties and uses. These texts reflect a Renaissance fascination with nature and healing, blending observation, tradition, and hope. Feel the care and compassion of the healers who compiled this knowledge, their desire to ease suffering and restore health through the gifts of the earth. Each page is a testament to the enduring bond between humanity and nature. Further on, you discover a room devoted to philosophy and theology. Thick volumes line the shelves, their pages dense with meditations on ethics, existence, and the divine. The atmosphere is rich with contemplation and the pursuit of truth. Imagine the thoughtful debates that filled this space, scholars exchanging ideas with respect and humility, seeking harmony between faith and reason. Their reflections continue, To inspire and challenge us today, the library also houses a collection of musical manuscripts. Delicate notes and lyrics hint at melodies once played in grand halls and quiet chapels. You can almost hear the soft strains of lutes and harpsichords, the gentle rise and fall of voices in song. Let the imagined music wash over you, a soothing melody that carries you deeper into calm and rest. The vaulted ceilings above are painted with frescoes of allegories, wisdom, justice, and the arts, while stone columns carved with symbols of knowledge stand as silent sentinels. Every detail reflects the Renaissance belief in the harmony of beauty, faith, and intellect. You find a quiet nook near a stained glass window where moonlight streams through colored panes, casting shimmering patterns on the stone floor. Outside, the city sleeps beneath a star-filled sky, but inside this sanctuary, the flame of learning burns steadily. Allow your body to relax fully as your mind softens. The centuries of dedication, care, and curiosity held here surround you with warmth and peace. You are part of a long, unbroken chain of seekers linked by a shared passion for understanding and a commitment to preserving the light of knowledge. As your eyelids close gently and your breath deepens, let the secret libraries of Renaissance Europe carry you softly into dreams filled with wonder and tranquility. Rest now, embraced by the gentle light of history and the quiet pulse of discovery. The gentle stillness of the secret library wraps around you like a soft, comforting cloak, drawing you deeper into a world where time slows and the whispers of centuries fill the air. Your breath flows slow and steady, carrying you on a peaceful journey through aisles filled with ancient tomes and fragile manuscripts, treasures preserved by the hands and hearts of generations. The warm glow of candlelight flickers softly, casting dancing shadows on stone walls and wooden shelves. The scent of beeswax, aged parchment, and polished wood mingles in the air, filling the space with a timeless fragrance that invites calm and reflection. Each breath you take draws you further into this sanctuary of wisdom and wonder. As you walk slowly down a corridor lined with leather-bound volumes, you feel the weight of history beneath your fingertips. The faded titles and worn spines speak of stories told and retold, knowledge passed from scholar to scholar, from hand to hand, across the shifting tides of time. You pause before a large oak table, where a solitary monk sits in quiet devotion. His robes fall softly as he leans over an illuminated manuscript, his steady hand copying words by candlelight. The text is a blend of philosophy and theology, decorated with gold leaf and intricate designs that shimmer in the flickering light. Imagine the years of patient labor poured into this work, the countless hours spent tracing each letter, illuminating each page with care and reverence. His dedication is a bridge between the past and future, ensuring that the wisdom contained within these pages endures beyond the passing of centuries. Nearby, a scholar examines a thick volume on astronomy. Detailed star charts and planetary paths unfold before his eyes, mapping the heavens in precise detail. You can almost hear the quiet excitement of those who first charted the night sky, their eyes lifted in awe and curiosity. Picture the cold nights spent under the open sky, the slow tracing of constellations, the discovery of celestial patterns that hinted at a greater cosmic order. Their work was both scientific and spiritual, an endeavor to understand the vast universe and humanity's place within it. As you continue your journey, You enter a chamber devoted to the study of natural history and medicine. Delicate, botanical. Manuscripts lie open, bursting with illustrations of plants, flowers, and roots. Each page is filled with detailed notes on their medicinal properties and healing uses. Feel the quiet compassion behind these pages, the healers who gathered knowledge from nature, blending observation and tradition in the hope of easing suffering and restoring health. Their work is a testament to the intimate bond between humanity and the earth. Moving further, you find a quiet room lined with philosophical and theological texts. Thick, dense volumes explore profound questions of existence, morality, and faith. The atmosphere is heavy with reverence and contemplation. Imagine the spirited discussions that once filled this space, the exchange of ideas, the search for harmony between reason and belief, the passion of scholars seeking truth in a changing world. Nearby, illuminated manuscripts rest open on tables, their pages alive with vivid colors and shimmering gold. Angels, saints, and mythical creatures dance across the parchment, bringing sacred stories and ancient myths to life. Picture the artists who spent years creating these masterpieces, their work an act of devotion and creativity, weaving beauty and faith into every detail. As you wander into a grand hall, you notice vaulted ceilings adorned with frescoes depicting allegories of wisdom, justice, and the arts. Stone columns carved with symbols of learning rise like ancient sentinels, guarding the sanctuary of knowledge. Feel the inspired by this magnificent space, a temple where faith, art, and intellect converge in harmony. You find a peaceful nook by a tall stained glass window where moonlight filters through colored panes, casting shifting hues on the stone floor. Outside, the city sleeps beneath a starry sky, but here, within these walls, the light of curiosity and learning burns. Steady and bright, allow your body to sink deeper into comfort, your mind softening into quiet reflection. The centuries of care and devotion held here surround you like a warm embrace. You are part of a great lineage of seekers connected by curiosity, humility, and the unending quest to understand. As your eyelids grow heavy and your breath slows, surrender to the calm and wisdom of the secret libraries of Renaissance Europe. Let their stories cradle you gently into peaceful sleep, dreams filled with wonder, knowledge, and serenity. Rest now, wrapped in the gentle light of history and the enduring pulse of discovery. The library's quiet continues to envelop you like a warm, gentle tide, carrying you softly deeper into a world where time slows and the weight of centuries presses gently upon your shoulders. Your breath moves slow and even, a peaceful rhythm in harmony with the flickering candlelight that illuminates the rows of ancient volumes before you. Each breath draws you farther into this sanctuary of wisdom, where knowledge and reverence have been carefully preserved through countless generations. You find yourself walking down a long corridor, lined with shelves filled to bursting with leather-bound tomes, manuscripts, and scrolls. The spines are cracked and worn, their faded lettering whispering stories of scholars, explorers, artists, and thinkers who once sought to understand the mysteries of life and the cosmos. Your fingers trail lightly over the roughened bindings, feeling the history held within each volume. The faint scent of beeswax, ink, and old parchment fills the air, a fragrance steeped in centuries of patient study and quiet devotion. It is a scent that seems to breathe life into the words held within these pages, carrying the hopes, dreams, and discoveries of those who came before you. A heavy oak desk catches the candlelight, its surface marked with scratches and ink stains the imprints of countless hours spent reading, writing, and contemplating. Seated here is a monk, his face serene and illuminated softly by the flickering flames above. His hands move slowly and deliberately as he copies an illuminated manuscript, the quill gliding across the vellum with reverence. Each letter he traces is a labor of love and a promise of continuity. Imagine the deep concentration and patience required to preserve these ancient texts, to ensure that the light of human knowledge burns bright across the ages. The monk's devotion is a quiet melody in the vast symphony of learning that resonates. Through this sacred space, nearby, a scholar examines an enormous manuscript filled with celestial charts. The pages reveal the elegant paths of stars and planets, mapped with exquisite precision and adorned with poetic verses that capture the wonder of the night sky. You can almost feel the cool night air, the gaze of those who first charted the heavens in search of meaning. Imagine the nights spent under the stars, the steady observation and calculations that laid the groundwork for modern astronomy. These early astronomers saw the cosmos not just as distant lights, but as a divine design, a vast interconnected order that reflected the harmony of the universe. Your footsteps lead you to a chamber filled with botanical manuscripts. Pages unfold, with detailed drawings of plants, flowers, and roots, each illustrated with delicate care and accompanied by notes on their medicinal properties. These texts speak of the Renaissance's deepening understanding of nature and its healing powers. Feel the compassion and dedication of the healers and naturalists who compiled this knowledge, blending observation, tradition, and hope. Their work is a testament to the enduring human desire to nurture and restore life. As you continue, you enter a quiet room devoted to philosophy and theology. Thick volumes line the shelves, their pages dense with meditations on existence, morality, and the divine. The air is rich with reverence and thoughtful contemplation. Imagine the earnest debates held here, the scholars wrestling with profound questions about the soul, ethics, and the nature of reality. Their conversations echo through the halls, inviting you to join in silent reflection. Further on, illuminated manuscripts rest on stands, their pages alive with vivid colors and shimmering gold. Scenes of angels, saints, mythic beasts, and pastoral landscapes weave through the text, capturing the spiritual and artistic spirit of the Renaissance. Imagine the artists who devoted years to these works, their steady hands and patient hearts, creating masterpieces that are prayers and celebrations woven into parchment. The architecture of the library itself inspires awe. Vaulted ceilings rise high above, painted with frescoes depicting allegories of wisdom, justice, and virtue. Stone columns, carved with symbols of learning, books, globes, compasses stand sentinel, guarding this sanctuary of knowledge. You find a quiet seat by a tall stained glass window where moonlight pours through colored panes, casting shifting hues of ruby, sapphire, and emerald on the stone floor. Outside, the city sleeps beneath a sky studded with stars, but here, the flame of human curiosity glows bright and steady. Let your body sink deeper into comfort as your mind softens and drifts like a gentle river. The centuries of dedication, discovery, and care held within these walls envelop you in warmth and peace. You are part of a great lineage of seekers linked by curiosity, humility, and the unending quest to understand data as your eyelids grow heavy. And your breath slows, surrender to the calm and wisdom of the secret libraries of Renaissance Europe. Let their stories and knowledge carry you softly into dreams filled with serenity. Wonder and timeless calm rest now, cradled by the gentle light of history and the enduring pulse of discovery. The quiet of the secret library feels like a soft, warm breath, gently wrapping around your mind and body as you continue your tranquil journey through this sacred place. Your breathing deepens, steady and calm, as you move slowly through aisles filled with ancient books and manuscripts, each one a precious vessel of knowledge preserved through centuries. The candlelight flickers softly, casting golden hues across the worn leather bindings and delicate vellum pages. The scent of beeswax, ink, and aged parchment fills the air, a comforting fragrance that seems to carry the whispers of countless scholars, artists, and seekers who have come before. You pause at a grand oak desk where a monk sits immersed in his work. His face is peaceful, illuminated by the gentle glow of a candle chandelier. With steady hands, he copies an illuminated manuscript, the quill moving slowly and deliberately across the page. The manuscript is filled with flowing Latin script and ornate borders, a blend of faith, philosophy, and art. Imagine the devotion and patience required to preserve these texts, the countless hours spent under flickering candlelight to ensure the survival of human wisdom through the ages. His labor is a silent prayer, a bridge connecting past, present, and future nearby. A scholar studies an astronomical chart, tracing the paths of stars and planets with reverence. The pages reveal the intricate dance of the cosmos, mapped with precision and wonder. You can almost feel the cool night air and the awe of those early astronomers who sought to understand the heavens and humanity's place among them. As you wander deeper, you enter a chamber devoted to natural history and medicine. Botanical. Manuscripts lie open, bursting with detailed illustrations of plants, flowers, and roots, accompanied by notes on their healing properties. These pages reflect the Renaissance fascination with nature and the blending of observation, tradition, and hope. Feel the compassion and care embedded in these works, the efforts of healers and botanists who sought to ease suffering and restore health through nature's gifts. Moving on, you find a quiet room filled with philosophical and theological treatises. Thick volumes explore profound questions about existence, morality, and the divine. The atmosphere is heavy with contemplation and reverence. Imagine the earnest debates held within these walls, the exchange of ideas, the search for harmony between faith and reason, the passionate pursuit of truth that defined the Renaissance. In the gallery of illuminated manuscripts, vibrant colors and shimmering gold leaf bring scenes of angels, saints, and mythic creatures to life. These works are more than decoration, they are prayers and celebrations, expressions of faith and creativity. The vaulted ceilings rise majestically overhead, painted with frescoes depicting allegories of wisdom, justice, and the arts. Stone columns carved with symbols of learning stand as silent sentinels, guarding the flame of knowledge. You settle by a stained glass window, where moonlight streams through colored panes, casting shifting patterns of ruby, sapphire, and emerald. On the stone floor, the world outside is hushed, but within this sanctuary, the light of human curiosity burns steadily. Feel your body relax deeply, your mind softening into gentle calm. The centuries of dedication, care, and discovery that fill this library envelop you in warmth and peace. You're part of a great lineage of seekers and keepers of wisdom, united by curiosity, humility, and the eternal quest to understand Date Esyor. Eyelids close softly, and your breath slows further. Allow yourself to drift gently into restful sleep. Let the stories and knowledge of the secret libraries of Renaissance Europe carry you softly through the night into dreams filled with wonder. Peace and timeless calm. Rest now, cradled by the enduring light of history and the quiet pulse of discovery. Good night.